are not taxable goods, because sometimes people tend to confuse this, and most of the time the price hiking, people say it's associated with VAT. Mr. Cham, we want to elaborate some of the exempted goods in the Mandinka language so that at least we will be empowered.
Yeah, modu nyini karo kumada bakal. Mol men ben jibe kan ni haklo bakan men be program o follow kan. Nganyim fonu commando jani VAT ka start ko basic foods like rice, mano, sukro, farino, jabo, pompitero, diwlino, molka tabiro kemen aning loptano la jararo bunda aning karam la bunda aning seno la bunda aning molka luasol meni jo sol kono aning namon la tambara wal meni mo transport gele van ñol ni taxi molke fa muna fa menna ñul be mu fennel de mbalon ko VAT loi koto moma nyanna mo chaila VAT la ni ikaw fengol business. So ni wo fengol dal kafuta mol si fanyini ga mune wol dal kafu oto wo manke comme VAT la na wole wol dal kafu because ni mano da kafuta waran jabo da kafuta waran tulo da kafuta waran di farño da kafuta ni mu fene de men yalon ko VAT luwa koto VAT ni mari be kumandi kanan ka bona bantara banko kana banko ite VAT jola duanyo la bunda mote charge la VAT ni ba wafi ka mol fanama imanyanna ka VAT la kan ka wafi mol so ni wo fengol dal kafuta mol si julol nyinin ka mune atina wo fengol dal kafuta kada mo anke VAT ngawo ko indi jam mol la bari nga jele nga kibaro so ko fengol wi dal be kafukan so ndu mol ka men fo la mu VAT bari mbe ko indi le ko nyi mul fenna de men dalon ko biga VAT jo so re julol nyinin ka men ka wol wafi mune atina wo fengol dalu be takan santo abe kafukan abe kala dalil kotel de bari amanya na kala VAT kuma fula nyam fana be men bamban la mol la wala mundi ko ni dunta bitika kono warang mangasin ka fensanje loi men fo la mu ni nyante charge la VAT la ni ma la fo nyante charge la fo ma nyanne charge la VAT la ela enyininka ela certificate because momo register da loi to anyanta certificate sotlan ndo certificate o nyanga nyanta denna la bitiko kono pour ni momo dunta o bitiko kono e nyanta lon na ko nyin VAT loi ko do a register den du loi sembo de la ka VAT charge so na mari mo certificate o itandi la manyande charge la VAT na e charge VAT fa na certificate o itandi ila nyanto lo mu ay risto sika adila nduna ado jan dalta men na jama ka dundulal to lan ka fewol sante nyinin kala risto la dunna supermarket ol bita jimpex la ma fala nyim building material sopol men be fewol sanaje me alon ko to sonne julu nyinin kala risto e mari mantara jiare do kulal makoy kan e mantara banko makoy kan because nyul benyin ika en fewol sa ñu julo men bu benyin tax collect kay bulle bari bu kar city tandil ndu ninjiare pare wol mari ñol konti bolo kaji be fo ka taxmen collect mol bulu fo ka wala futani mansa kundala fo yela records ñol chip ya jibe so do membe mako la dogo no wala mo molu ne fengol sa ñul bulu e kali ñinin ka restol la e ka kalta do e la baka so mu jelle da ko ñin nangam ne le ko do bo konti ya ska ya diala ye ko di ita ñinin ka na mari man pare resto bon la fa na restole so that risto ba itan lelale ye jelle jo VAT ani man jelle jo VAT o kuma da bagre lafta mole haklo tot.
I think that's very important. Normally VAT shouldn't be a hidden issue for that matter. Usually I believe when you make a purchase of a particular commodity you have to really know how much of VAT have been paid on this so and so commodity, but sometimes I don't know whether it's exactly happening with businesses here.
Yeah, it's not happening. We have some who are doing it right, but we still have people who are not doing it right. The reason we don't know whether it is ignorance or it's a deliberate act, but as we come across them, we visit them or go to them and sensitize them as to how they should be keeping their receipts properly.
I think the sensitization program is also very important because the last time when we had Sedikan here, we made a scenario here wherein sometimes you go out there and buy a particular product at a particular price, people tend to associate that with VAT. But I happened to go back to this particular place and I just found the price come down again. And the guy was like, I think I was, really impressed by that program and the educative language that you guys sent out through that they made me drop my price. Because what happened was the guy was selling chicken before VAT at $90. So when VAT was introduced, he charged $140 for chicken. And when you look at the percentage, 15% plus the price that was original there, it wouldn't even take you up to $140. So because of this program, the guy had to reduce his price down. I think the sensitization program is also very, very important, and time to time we'll also be having it at different languages also. I'm still coming back to you, Mr. Sar. The decentralization of the registration process is also very important because, the Gambia is a growing economy. We have a lot of businesses that are opening. Are you having plans to decentralize this registration all the way around Basse and Makati?
Yes. The plan is in the pipeline, and presently we are working on our system. We are upgrading the GAM TaxNet system. That's the computerized system that we use to administer the VAT. And once it is done, we'll connect all our branches, deploy the new program in their machines, and they'll be able to administer the VAT at their various offices. So, but for now, it is just centered in the KMC, that's the canopy.
That brings me back to the tax return issue. It is very important that when you pay tax at the end, you are refunded this tax. How long does this process of tax, return and refunds take place?
Okay, the law is saying when you lodge an application or when you file in an application for a refund, the Commissioner General is given 60 days to review your refund, your claim, and pay you your check. Because you are claiming that we should pay you so much. We don't just draw a check and give it to you. We come to your office to verify your records, whether what you are claiming is actually what's due to you or not. And once it is verified, you'll be given your check. Okay. The maximum is 60 days, but it could be within a week, within a few days.
Usually, is there any evidence that this business entity has to provide to justify his
Exactly. We have to dig into his records, because as you are selling, you are recording your collection. As you are buying, you are recording your purchases. So at the end of the day, the difference is what you pay to GRA. Where what you incur is more than what you collect, you are in an overpayment situation, which is the cost of the refund. So this is what we have to verify.
Good. Mr. Cham, we come back to this question. Most people, talk about tax, but still now there is a lot to be done on sensitization, because most of the time people don't know much about tax.
Absolutely.
I think this is a very important thing, that people know that tax is something that they have to pay, to develop themselves, to develop their country and move their country forward. It's also important that we have this in the local community.
Modo ye nyinin karo menche akumada namo banko kan akumada nin niebe banko la warani yelo bala menka samba wala munamot wo banku te kerin dunia kono men yalo ibika namo kani for Europe lembang, for Asia lembang, for America lemu itada dunia dawda ebe namu kani watar la jele, because banko namu kodo wala ka banko samba ani kukota on. So banku na londo man foto ka fo banku be kerin dunia kono me alon mo buka namo jo a banko kan namo kuma da banko kan, because mansa wara mansa kunda membe banko kan pour ka do ko je a kodo asulata wala o kodo akabo munato wala mu mol ka namo menjo mansa ka kodo ta wara mansa kunda ka kodo ta ka banko do ko. So namo jo ni ko mun yajibe momo la nyantolam pour ga namo jo banko kan, because mo be lafta development nyaado ta mo be lafta sla kendola, mo be lafta courant la jio loptano karambo, mo be lafta na ye security soro wala mote wulla kana nyapi kan suto kela fewal taybul wada mote ni be business ora na ay nyapi la fewal kan ni aje wo be law and order be tamaka banko kan wol be kodola ka wol be dapas o kodo dun ka bo munato wala mu mol kan namo menjo so do namu jo mol nyanta jalal ko kukuma bale